I don't know if Bella knows this, but Bella's the first actress that said yes to me without a script. I think I just pitched this to her. We were having, I think, tea or coffee in one of these hotels, and then I said, Bella, I have this project, Manyanita. Wala pang what, 1 minute? And she goes, direct game, I'll do it. You serious?
I was pitching a story to you.
Yeah, she was actually pitching a story to me, and then I said, wait, I have something, I'm cooking something with love, and I pitched it to her, and then she said, direct game, I'll do it. And she did it. And so, that awesome for me to receive that trust from her, and I'm thankful that we're able now to premiere in Tokyo, so at least, kahit paano, yung trust niya, medyo validated ng konti, no? So that's kind of how it all started.
Running time ng movie,
it's 2.5 hours. 2.5 hours. So it's let's put it this way, a very, like I said, studying under Lav for all those years, definitely he's got his own style. So I learned that. And then I also studied Transcendental Style, which is actually authored by Paul Schrader, He's an American filmmaker, First Reform, Taxi Driver, all those films. And then I kind of made it my own. Of course, as a filmmaker, you always want to put your voice in the kind of styles that you learn. So hopefully when you guys see it, when you guys see the film, you will see the homages, you will see the similarities, but you'll also see where I put my voice in, right? Like I said, when Lav wrote the script, it was about 8 pages long. So it was my job as a director to translate that into a feature, right? So very visual, very musically driven. The music that you hear actually was playing here was handpicked because the music also helps tell the story. And just a very character-centered film on Fidelberta, Bella's character, as she seeks for revenge.
Si Bella naman, ang role mo is sniper.
Yes. First time I'm playing this kind of character.
Tapos na yung story mo dun sa shoot.
Again, it started with a pitching. I was pitching a concept to Direct Paul and his team, and ibang pelikula that I wanted to write, and I started writing. So his whole team was there, and then Direct Paul says, meron akong concept, baka gusto mong itry. And then he told me about it, and I was so interested because at that time I was doing Sino ang May Sala. So actually, while we were filming this, I would be with Sino ang May Sala Monday, Wednesday, Friday. But TTHS, I would be with Manyanita. And it was such a good break for me kasi di ba pag soap, ang dami mong sinasabi or ang daming lines and lahat ina-explain mo sa audience. Dito naman, sobrang baliktad. Hindi ako nagsasalita. So, it was such a good creative release for me, and I'm very thankful that I was chosen to do this movie. Because I feel like we need more of these kinds of films also. Parang I feel like when we release movies now, especially sa mainstream, I always read comments or I always hear the comment na parang it's all the same or parang it's such a formula film. Well, this movie it went against all the formulas. So it's the first time for me to do something like this with no syempre iba yung meron kang ka-eksena na parang love story or meron kang ka-love team, like you feel safe because may sumasalo. Here, I had to rely and trust completely on the Manyanita team because I had to do most of the scenes alone. So, sila yung ka-eksena ko pero behind the scenes sila. So, it was such a refreshing experience for me. Also, the preparations beforehand, syempre we had to fit for prosthetics, we had to change my look, we had a series of script readings, we even did rehearsals. That's the first time for me. I've never shot a movie where I had to rehearse scenes first, and I like that. Kasi at least pagdating mo sa set, you already know what their expectations are from you. So it's a new experience for me, and I loved every part of it.
Ano yung change ng look?
Physically, as you saw from the trailer, my prosthetics ako on the left side of my face. I also had to look the part of a sniper shooter na babad sa araw maghapon. So we tried to achieve that look as much as possible, and I feel like we pulled it off. May mga moment ako sa tent na pag napapatingin ako sa salamin, parang nagugulat ako may ibang tao sa tent, pero ako rin pala. So yun, pag 4 AM yung call time, medyo nasashock ako may ibang tao sa tent, pero ako rin pala.